My name is Colleen, and this is my kitchen. I've struggled with my weight my entire life. After trying every diet in the book without any success, I came to the realization that diets don't work. I started my journey at a size 26W, weighing just over 300 pounds. In almost a year and a half, I've lost over 120 pounds, and I am a size 14. No W. What's my secret? Eating healthy and moving more. Now I'm here to show you how you can cook healthy food without compromising on taste and lose weight just like I have. Because if I can do it, you can too.
Hello and welcome back to my kitchen. Tonight I have a really great savory goat cheese and pear tart for you. It's delicious, and I've leaned it down so that you can still have the wonderful flavors of goat cheese and pear and shallots and rosemary without all the fat that you usually get from a tart. And so to start, what I've done is I've preheated my oven to 375. I'm also heating a skillet here that I've just sprayed with some non-stick olive oil cooking spray. I have that heating on medium heat, and I have 2 shallots that I'm just going to slice up here. So to do that, it's very much like cutting a small onion. I'm just going to take the outer peel off here. And then what I do is just slice it into thin slices here. Just like that. And I'm going to do that for both of them. And I'm going to cook them in my pan until they're nice and caramelized, nice and brown. While those shallots are cooking, we're going to prep the rest of our ingredients here. And the first thing is I have a baking sheet that I'm going to spray down with some olive oil cooking spray. And then I have this whole wheat phyllo dough. And you could use a regular phyllo dough, but this gives us some whole grains. It also gives us more fiber in the dish. And so what I do is very carefully lift off this top sheet. It's very delicate, as you can see. Put that right on my baking sheet. And now I'm going to put another spray of the olive oil cooking spray. By using this instead of regular olive oil, it just saves a little bit of fat and calories. Adds minimal taste, but it keeps some moisture between the layers of the phyllo dough. And we're going to use 3 pieces of phyllo dough in total. And I'm using a phyllo dough because it's lower in fat and lower in calories than, say, a puff pastry or a traditional tart crust. 2 sheets, we're going to use just 1 more. Perfect. That's it, and then what I'm going to do is just roll up the rest of my phyllo dough here that's left over. You get literally like 30 sheets in a box, and save that for another time. Next, I have 4 ounces of chèvre or goat cheese, and it's a really soft, mild cheese. And what I'm going to do, I could spread it, but the phyllo dough is so delicate it'll just tear. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to crumble it over the surface here. Next, I have 1 pear. I'm using a red anjou pear because I just love the color that it adds to the dish. It also has a very firm texture, so it cooks up really nice. And so what I like to do is just slice off the cheek, just like that. So I have that core left over that I can discard. And then I'm going to take each cheek and slice it into fairly thin slices, roughly, I'd say not quite 1/4 of an inch. sliced. I just want to arrange it. It's all about the presentation, right? Next I have a sprig of rosemary. I'm going to take all the needles off. In my opinion, this just makes the dish. So once we get all the needles off that one sprig, I like to just gather them as best as I can and do a rough chop. Before I put that rosemary on here, our shallots are nice and caramelized. They're this lovely brown color, and I really shouldn't be doing this with my bare hands because it's very hot. But when you're a cook, this is what you do. Your fingers become a little bit numb, right? So I'm just going to sprinkle that right over the top. Of the pears and the cheese. Make sure it gets in there nice and even. Perfect. Now I'm going to take that rosemary, sprinkle it right over the top. This is so good. Can't wait to share this with you. For a finishing touch, I'm just going to take these edges that are kind of sticking up here, and I'm just going to fold them down a little bit. Make it almost like a little pocket. Perfect. Now I'm going to put this in the oven. We're going to bake this for 20 minutes or until this cheese has really melted, it's nice and golden, and the phyllo dough will be nice and golden as well. Our savory goat cheese and pear tart is nice and golden here, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to take my pizza cutter and I'm going to cut this into 6 slices. Each slice is right about 175 calories roughly, so not too bad considering that this is a tart, and tarts are usually really high in fat and calories. I love to serve this up with a salad. You could easily have 2 slices of tart as well. So now I'm going to go sit down and enjoy my dinner. I hope that you'll give this a try and you'll let me know what you think. And I'll see you next time in my kitchen.